Ladies, I'd love to give you a little bit of an insight of what ministry is going to look like this fall. I know that so many of our lives are completely unpredictable and unable to be planned at this point. And my heart goes out to every single one of you that is not sure which day your child's going to go to school, what you're going to do on the days that you need to be at work, who's going to be taking care of them and educating them, and to make one more decision on top of that has to feel daunting. And yet I keep thinking about two things. I keep thinking that the things that cannot leave my mind is our purpose here at Mitchell Road. Our mission statement, or our purpose, is to know Christ by making him known through gathering and forming equipped disciples. That is what we are always going to be about. Pandemic, no pandemic, we are always going to be about knowing Christ and making and forming equipped disciples. And also, I keep thinking about Hebrews 10:24 and 25. And it says, "Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as in the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." That commandment that was written thousands of years ago to a highly persecuted church in a very hard time was that reminder that we've got to stir one another up. We've got to keep pushing one another to the gospel, and we cannot give up on meeting with one another. But how do we do that amidst a pandemic? So as I have thought and prayed and talked with lots of people, I would like to give you 3 opportunities so that we can continue to live out the purpose that we have at Mitchell Road and live out these commandments that are given in Hebrews 10. The first of the 3 options, so our 3 options are, I will offer you a Bible study, a couple of Bible study options during the day and the evening. We will continue to have mentor moms, and we will have journey groups. Our Bible studies, we have 2 different studies that you can choose from. The first is we'll be studying the book of Hebrews via Zoom for as long as we need to be for I think about 9 weeks, and that will begin next Monday. And all of our information is on the website, so you can get that study ordered. But it is going to be on Tuesdays from 9:30 to 11:30 on Zoom. The other option, everything else is going to be starting in September, and we are going to be running this schedule for September and October for 8 weeks. While it seems to be that we aren't going to be battling at that point the seasonal flu and all the other things, I feel like our safest time is going to be September and October for us to be gathering together. And we will be doing that for Bible study on Tuesday evening from 6:30 to 8. And we are going to be studying on Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning this book, brand new, that's just published by Courtney Doctor, on the book of James. And it's called Steadfast. And it is 8 weeks, and it is excellent. On Tuesday evening, we'll be here in the fellowship hall so that we can socially distance to the very best of our ability. We will have sections for masks only, people who don't want to be wearing masks. We will try to accommodate in every way that we can to really help people be safe. And that is going to be 8 weeks in September, October. Tuesday night, Chris DeBose. Wednesday morning, the same study here in the fellowship hall from 9:30 to 11, and I will be teaching that study for the semester. The next option is Mentor Moms. We have realized that we cannot offer childcare at this time for Mentor Moms, and so but we don't want to give up gathering together. And so we have moved Mentor Moms to Wednesday evening from 7:30 to 9, with the hope that it would give the dads enough time to get home from work, have dinner. You might be able to sneak out before bedtime, but we will still be in here in the fellowship hall. You will still be in small groups. You will still have a mentor, and we are going to be going through this book called Enough About Me, Finding Lasting Joy in the Age of Self. And a quick thing on this book, it says, are you feeling tired, cynical, or just plain disappointed in what life has given you? Many women would answer yes. The constant pressure to improve oneself or compare oneself to others makes women feel like she's never enough. That's because joy doesn't come from a self-improved strategy. It comes from rooting your identity in who God says you are and what He has done for you. Through the pages of this book, you will be encouraged to look away from yourself in order to find the abundant life God offers you through the gospel. This has been an excellent book, excellent small group discussion questions, and I think it's going to be perfect for us to walk through in September and October. Your last option of where you can plug in this fall is in a journey group. I have just begun journey groups last year, and so we have a small availability of people who can plug into a journey group. And the purpose of a journey group is you are really ready to go much deeper in vulnerability and being in the Word with one another. You spend time sharing your life story with other women. It's a time of just pretty intense vulnerability and studying gospel identity. And so this is usually a 2 to 3 year commitment. And this is something I would love for you to really think about as an option for you to get plugged in with other women. One thing I really want to ask you to, as you are thinking through these 3 options for you to get plugged in, is that you would pick one. I would love for you to continue through this very weird time to think about how to best use your time and your resources. That you would say, I'm just going to do a Bible study, or I'm just going to do journey group, or I'm just going to do Mentor Moms. This is what I need the most. I need to be saturated in the Word, or I need fellowship with other young moms, or I really need some vulnerable discipleship in my life. And so I just ask that you would really think through that, pick one, and invest well there. If you have any more questions and would like to register, go to mitchellroad.org/events, and everything you would need is there, or email me at swarren@mitchellroad.org. Thanks.